everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Kalani. Before starting today's lesson, let me remind you something very important that I mentioned in my previous video. Think in English. Well, I explained you the importance of thinking in English if you want to speak English. And to train yourself to think in English, it's very important that you learn in English. In fact, the more you hear English, the more this language becomes familiar to you. So, learning in English can be the fastest way for you to learn and speak English. So, I'm conducting all my videos in English. Let's begin. Greetings and responses. Many people don't understand the importance of greeting somebody nicely and smartly. It's very important if you want to make a good impression at the first sight. Moreover, it makes you feel good about yourself and the other person feel cared, concerned, and even respected. Well, what is a greeting? The first expression that's visible on your face and the first expression coming out of your mouth when you see somebody. Well, it can be the first reaction when you see your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, even your boss at the workplace. Think for a while. Have you met your boss or any of your colleagues in the lift or anywhere else, yet pretended not to see them just because you didn't know how to react at such encounters? Isn't it really awkward that two people see each other yet pass by just with a smile? Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to help you get rid of such awkward feeling. Let's see how people around the world greet and respond nicely and smartly. I'm going to tell you 7 different ways of greeting and responding. Number 1. Hi, hey, hello. Well, these are 3 neutral words, just the basic words that you can use at any encounter. When you see a friend or any other person that you know very well, you can simply say, hi, hey there. Or you can even say, hello Jane, hello Sam, which is a little more formal than saying hi. Number 2, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? It's quite popular among young people to ask, hey, what's up? People also use the slang form of it like this. Hey, what's up? What's up? Well, it means that you're really interested in knowing what's going on with the other person. You can ask the same thing in a different way, like this. Hey, what's new? Hey, what's happening? Well, in response to such greetings, you can simply say, not much, you? Nothing much, you? It means that you don't have anything special to mention. You can even say, oh, just the usual, how are things with you? Or just the usual, how are things with you? It means that things are running as usual. Well, remember that you cannot use these expressions in a formal setting. You can use such expressions with your friends and any other person that you know very well. Number 3. When you see your friends, your colleagues, you can simply ask, hey, how are you? Hey Jane, how are you? Or you can ask, hey, how are you doing? Hello Jane, how are you doing? It expresses your concern about the other person. And in response, you may be used to say, I'm fine, thank you. And you? But it's a little outdated. In fact, native speakers don't respond like that. Instead, you can say, oh great, thanks. And you? Or, good, pretty good. Thanks. And you? If somebody asks you, how are you doing? You can say, I'm doing very well, thanks. And you? Let's see how you can ask the same in a more formal way. Hello sir, have you been? Hello Sam, have you been? Where in response, you can say, I've been very well, thank you, and you? I've been very well, thank you, and you? Number 4. Think that you go to another department of the same office. Seeing your colleagues, you can simply greet like this. Hey, how's everything? Hey, how's it going? Well, in response, you can say, oh, everything's alright. How are things with you? Or, oh, everything is running smoothly. How are things with you? Well, seeing your friends, you can also greet like this. Hey, how's your day? Well, if you're too stressed with all your work, you can respond, gosh, full of work. Or you can say, oh great, it's exciting. How are things with you? Number 5. Hey, how's life? Hello Sam, how's life? Well, you can ask this from your friends and very close people. Well, in response, if you would like to sound positive about it, you can simply say, oh great, how are things with you? And if the things are all okay, you can even say, well, no complaints, how are things with you? Or no complaints, how about you? And if you would like to sound a little smarter, you can even say, oh, life treats me well. How about you? Well, life treats me well. How about you? Well, when you see people, it's always nice to show that. You're just happy to see them. Well, seeing your friends or any of your colleagues, you can simply say, hey Sam, good to see you. Hey Jane, good to see you. And in response, you can hear something like this. Hey, good to see you too. So what's up? And let's see how you can say the same in a more formal way. Let's say it's your boss or any other person in your office. So you can say, hello sir, it's a pleasure to meet you. And if you have met the person before, you can specially say, hello sir, it's a pleasure to meet you again. Well, in response, you can say, a pleasure to meet you too. Or, it's nice to meet you too. Well, the last one. Let's say you haven't seen your friend for a long time. So in such cases, you can say, hey Sam, after a long time. Or you can say, hey, long time no see. So how is your life? Well, in response, the person can say, oh yeah, it's in a while. So how is everything? Well, let's see how you can say the same in a more formal way. So you can use these with your boss and any other colleagues at the workplace. Oh, it's been so long since we met last. So how are you? Well, in response, you can expect to hear something like, oh, quite a long time. So how is everything? And you can continue the conversation with that person. Apart from those greetings, keep in mind that both in informal and formal situations, it's always nice to greet people depending on the time of the day. Generally, from 5 a.m. to 12 noon, you can greet good morning. Exceptionally, if your day starts before that, even it's correct to greet good morning. And from 12 noon to 5 p.m. or maybe 6 p.m., you can greet good afternoon. And after the sun goes down, from 6 p.m. to around 10 p.m., you can greet good evening, but not good night, because we normally say good night when we are ready to leave. Well, if you see a person around 11:30 p.m., you can even say good evening, But you can rather use any other greeting that you've learned here than saying good evening. So, you've learned quite a lot of greetings and responses that you can use with anybody. In addition to what you've just learned, if you are using any greetings with your friends, with your colleagues, just comment down here for everyone to learn there. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell icon next to that. Let's meet again in another useful video.